we're back here in this segment of our program, The Platform, and today we have two additional guests, Mahershal Simonet, who has been playing basketball in a kind of professional way, not only in the United States, but around the world, in China as well. And we also have a young man, Maddox Murray. Good to see you, Maddox Murray. This is Bianca's son.
Yes,
Yes?
this is my son right here.
So Maddox, what do you do?
Well, I follow after my uncle in doing stunts and being in Daredevil, but I also wanted to do basketball, and Mahershal has been teaching me basketball and showing what I need to work on and what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong.
Okay, where did you meet Mahershal?
I met him.
It's just been a little while.
You
Just
met
visiting.
him. You met him, and you knew that he was a basketball star. Eh?
Yes.
All right, very good. Well, we're going to talk to you some more, Maddox. Mahershal, good to see you.
Absolutely.
Tell us, you have two beautiful rings on your fingers here.
Well, this one here is from Jarvis Christian College in Hawkins, Texas. And this one, we won a championship the first time in history at an all-black school at HBCU. And we went to the national tournament and also played in that. And we did really well. And the school couldn't afford the rings after 8 years. So I went to China and played, won a championship. Then I brought back all the rings for all the players and the guys this year. So I thought I'd bless them with that because I'm a giver.
All right, so
Yeah.
this one here, this is
This one
the
here,
diamonds.
This one here is Jump 10. So Jump 10 is a basketball association in China where it's really worldwide, and it's basically more of I won a championship with a 60-footer. And I hit it with 3 seconds left, and I had no clue I was gonna get the ball until last 3 seconds. So, I try to, make my name known in China, just, playing out there.
And so you hit a point or two.
Well, it was from on the, well, how it was from on the other side. We didn't have a play. So it was all the way on the other side of the court. And the guy was taking out the ball. I was with the Japan players at the time. He passed me the ball, and I said, okay, I'm going Curry style. So I got the ball, and then I went right, left, and launched it. And then I made it. And then the whole crowd rushed the floor.
Was a 3-point play?
This was a 3-point play.
At the buzzer?
At the buzzer.
Life-changing.
Now they sponsor me.
I see. Very good.
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing basketball?
I've been playing basketball since I was 4 years old. That was my heart. Growing up, I didn't have parents. Growing up in Compton, Los Angeles, South Central Los Angeles, all over LA, I grew up. And not having a mother or father made me stronger in life. I found out that my last name come from Eleuthera.
Eleuthera?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I found that out when I got to the Bahamas. So I was just like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. And as I kept playing throughout my career, before I got into the basketball situation, I always had to make money, and making money was coming from this instrument. So it was a band called Tilo and the Super Hot Zydeco Band, and the Zydeco Band come from New Orleans. So New Orleans was basically, where my uncle had his own band in LA. So we would play throughout, Marina Del Rey, Beverly Hills, Wolfgang Puck. We would play at like all these restaurants, and I'll be the young guy at like 12, 11, his age, playing this instrument with older guys that was 50. So I would bring, energy, and I would bring a two-step and with a washboard. So what's the difference is when you play on a washboard, you can play with 2 spoons. And as you play with 2 spoons, you got to put some moves and some hips with it to make the crowd dance. So I had to finesse, everything while I was performing this instrument with the sax, a drum, a piano, and accordion. So music sound like blues, So that's what I love, and I grew up on that, and they paid me like about, I'd say $100 sometimes, $250, but I would stack that money I would stack every dollar and save it for when I get older to make me, you know, in case things happen in the world, I can adjust and do what I want to do.
Okay.
You know, just something on that. I always think that it's amazing our rake and scrape instruments. It's the same thing almost, you know, with the saw and the cheese grater and everything. And I always told my children that they should really learn one of these instruments very well, because like Hirsch was saying, that in times when he really needed to have money, he could turn back to this instrument, and it was so unique. That people would go and pay money and be so excited to hear this unique instrument, you know. So
sure.
really, it's nice that we have that too.
So Maddox, you've been trying to learn this new instrument?
Not really, but yeah, basically. Kind of.
Okay.
She's been trying to get me into it.
But yeah, he's saying I've always wanted them to get into rake and scrape, but they didn't try this one, no.
All right. So let's hear a little bit of this, Mahershal.
Okay.
This resembles a scrub board.
Right. So in Louisiana, back in the day, they used to wash clothes on this. That's all they had to wash. So they take soap and they scrub it.
Okay.
So Mardi Gras now, they just play it.
Okay.
So I play a couple sounds so y'all can get the beat.
Yeah.
This is gonna be wild right now.
We have 2 spoons and even 2 forks here.
So
you take your pick. You have 2
okay, the
spoons.
wood is gonna sound crazy. So we'll try it. We'll go here, right? Okay, I'm gonna bend it. So my knuckles here. If I have to tape them usually, if I tape them, then I won't bleed. So if I play it regular, consistently, then I'll bleed. So we don't need tape, but we just gonna play some sounds and you can kind of hear it. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So we'll play a couple things.
Benjamin Alexander is looking at you at a distance. You can see a Benji. That is a new kind of percussion instrument.
Yeah, percussion. It's a percussion. Yeah.
Interesting. So,
Yeah.
So how long have you played that?
I've been playing this since I was 4. So in life, I just had basketball and an instrument. But basketball took me further. But this instrument here, it's really weird because when I was growing up, I didn't. The band I would have, it was like you had to just figure something out coming from LA. So I was like, man, give me this thing. And my uncle, my first job, we played the Long Beach Festival in LA. And when we played, you know, it was a bunch of people out there. Just, you know, it was crowded, cameras, and I was young. I was about 12 years old. And he said, hey, just go out there. And I was nervous. So I put it on. He paid me $50. I said, cool. I took the 50. I put it on, and I went up there, and I just played with it, and I just went like this. And then everybody was looking, and I said, I feel bad. I feel like they're talking about me. So I went and studied the instrument on my own. I said, I'm going to make something up. I'm going to put a James Brown move to this machine, this percussion. so I put a James Brown move to it. The next thing you know, like 2 weeks later, we had like a show. And they started throwing money up there and just started going crazy. And just, you know, the women were just, oh, Mardi Gras, napkins. And so I was like, okay, so I get it now. That's what I did.
All right, let's take a break here. This is Mahershal Simonet, and his Simonet is not spelled like the way they spell it in Eleuthera. You've been to Eleuthera?
I haven't been to Eleuthera,
Okay.
but in America, they changed the spelling at the embassy
I see.
to S-I, but it was S-Y at first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Simonette. Okay. All right, let's take a break here. This is the platform.